Hello and welcome back to another session of serde-yaml. It's Byron speaking. In the previous session we have successfully managed to get a little bit closer to fixing... actually, what did we fix? Come on. Come a little bit closer to fixing this one here, the sequence flow. Here. And the only thing that's wrong here is that by default we want to hide null values. And the hiding of null values is forbidden in lists but allowed in sequences. And right now, because of the way we handle our state, which is incorrect, we are kind of forced to show the null value even though we should be able to hide it. And that is that. And I think, yeah. So yeah, the only thing that we need to know when we deal with the unit thing here is that if we are, that we only do this if we are actually yeah, so this should only be the case if we are also in sequence style. Because otherwise we can always use whatever kind of type we have. And yeah, it's gonna be a funny condition here that we then have to match on. So it's more like an if-let then. Yeah, but anyway, first we need to figure out what the current structure is. And yeah, we don't know in which order we are running. We don't know if we have a few keys, then we have a list, then we have keys again. So we need to really push and pop a stack here that at least keeps track of the structure kind. We had that many times before, and now we have it again. Structure stack. Let's call it just stack, I guess. Maybe we want to put some other information on there at some point. For now, it's really just the structure. So it's a vec of structure kind, very tiny petite vector. Stack is vec with capacity as usual, and we give it like a nested or a depth of 10, or a capacity of 10, which would translate to us being able to have a nesting of up to 10 structures deep, without having to reallocate this vector here, which is always costly, right? So I pre-allocate whenever I can with kind of sane values that handle the standard case. This way I use more memory, but also I will be using less cycles. And more memory here translates to probably like 30, 40 bytes, which is totally okay, I think. All right, here we are. We have a stack now. So now when we are opening this self, we push onto the stack, self stack, push the kind, and when we pop the kind. Yeah, the cool thing is that the indentation level is now also part of the stack length, of the stack depth, so we can remove this at some point. Self stack pop expect pop must match push. So that's our little assertion here. And now the current indent, where is it? To do. And make it a to do because we don't deal with indentation yet. When we deal with indentation, we probably want to deal with that as well. I'm still missing plenty of unit tests when it comes to serialization. So, I can think of many things that are not tested yet. And I would probably want to do this first, just to be sure we get it right. And then at some point we enter the indentation testing. Maybe today even. So, yeah, but maybe we should also deal with block mode for mappings, which we currently do not have. Probably we should think about that as well. So, to do st, this information is equivalent to stack lang and should, I just leave the conclusions to the future me, because we have to do something about that. Having the same data or multiple locations for the same information is a bad idea, obviously, because then you have to maintain both, which is something you don't want. So now we have the information we need to do what we want. So if this is a structure kind, so it's kind of a complex match here, huh? So if self stack last, this could be a standalone item here, unwrap or structure kind mapping. So we assume a mapping here because mappings have no restrictions. Oh, you know what? In the moment we have nothing. Look at that. In the moment we have no structure kind. We actually also want to show, I think. So maybe we want to match on this then. Careful. So we have some. If we have structure kind we have structure kind sequence, then we can have this case here. So if we are in a structure, right, we do this. If we are not in a structure, we also want to show all the time. Like that. Voila. And this is that one, and here we must open this match. So I think that is the setting here. This is how that works. So if we are in a sequence. No, wait. We are in a... Damn it. Wait, this is wrong. Actually, I don't... Open structs and flow style. This is now also the case with mappings, right? So this is wrong. This is incorrect logic. Actually, if we are in sequence mode, and if how do we do it? If we are in sequence mode and if we are seeing a sequence and we are in flow mode, then we need to do this. In any other case, that's the point here, we need flow style. So it's really more like that. So let's see if this works. And really only if we are only if we are in flow style we even want to check this, right? So it's maybe more like this. If we are in flow style, then we want to check the kind. If it's sequence, then we shall return null style show. In any other case, so here we have some. So that's not exhaustive. Now it is exhaustive. Oops. In any other case, you want this. Yeah. Maybe if we get the syntax right, it would be even better. So like that. So here we are at the outer if, not to forget. This closes that one. Else. All right. So if we are in flow mode, we have to check the sequence kind. Otherwise, we can, as usual, just use the null style of, oops. Yeah, we use the map. Yeah, the null style is only relevant to the mapping details. Even though yeah. I think that is that. And only if we are in flow mode we ever care about this, right? If we are in any kind of block mode, we can always omit null. But in flow mode with sequences here in place, we can't do it. So yes, this should be the code that we need to get it right. And yeah, I don't like so much this kind of duplication here. So maybe we can combine this. But the problem is that we can't combine if-lets with gates or with bounds or something. So I would want to have if-let, if this is a sequence, if-let sequence, and we are in flow style, then we do something. But we cannot have that, unfortunately. Or did I do this at some point? I think we might be able to have that. Huh. Let's see. Let's see. If-let. I thought I did it at some point. It looked awkward. Oh yeah, it looked awkward because I think I combined multiple ifs kind of in place or something. Maybe I will find it. Nope, not here. Probably not. It's kind of repeating. No, I might have removed this. So I have to think again. Serde-yaml, please. Yeah, anyway, this works, even though, yeah, I don't know I can get rid of that implementation here, or that duplication. It's all because of the match here. Oh, actually I can, huh? I just put an if-let here. Yeah. So I don't need this match anymore. It's just an if-let. This is that. Yeah, that's it. Then we enforce flow as show. Otherwise, we don't. That is that. No, wait. Is this correct? So where does it open, where does it close? Yeah, right now we kind of missed the point here. So we still have two versions here. I think we were wrong previously. I didn't even compile that. So this is one if here. And even though these branches here should be combined. And I can't change it. Maybe I can work with options here. So if this is 0 and we have a structure, return sum. Yeah, but this AND case here, that's the problem. I think what I did is, something like this. And then you just put the if here and put it into a subclause or something. I think this is something that worked. But this doesn't make it easier to read at all. Yeah, damn it. And I need this else clause in order to have return values everywhere. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Maybe we start off with the default. Yeah, maybe we just shouldn't put it in place here. Maybe we just separate that. I think that will be the good solution here. Let mut null style be this by default, and then if that is that and that, blah blah blah. Then we shall set null style to this. And now all we have to do is match on null style. I think that is more readable. Finally. And this is how I would like to see that. Yeah, it's good and bad that in Rust you can nest everything. Because sometimes you nest and it gets unreadable. That way, while it still is valid Rust code. So, found structure kind, if let some structure. Oh, I see. Sure, that's a reference, so we just do it like this. And that, oh, we can't do it like that, we have to do it like that. Because we don't want to deref it kind of implicitly, right? So what? Expected identifier of how structure kind. Oops. No way. Oh, what's stack last returning? It returns an option, right? Yeah, and it doesn't like what's in the sum. So interesting. Sure, what last returns is a borrow on what's in there. But ref doesn't work because then we would need then I can't match the kind of it, but I want to match the type of it, the variant itself. And this would only work like this, but then it wants to move it, or maybe I'm missing something. Damn it. Cannot borrow self as mutable because self-ops is borrowed as immutable. The null style is still in scope. And this is why stuff doesn't work anymore. Now, okay, so this actually worked, fine. Just something else that now happens. So just for testing, right? Because I want to reassign it, I need to make it mut, but that's the only thing. Yeah, good. So here I have the null style. And unfortunately, the only way I can kind of make it go out of scope is yeah, if I do weirdness in here, huh? Maybe I can just clone this thing. I would totally clone it. How big, what's the null style like? Enum null style. So now the cloning happens, huh? That's always the typical, oh, I want to write something but have to borrow something immutably. Then you and you get into this kind of issue. Oh, here we have null scalar. So look, it's just an enum and it's clonable. So I think we will exactly do that. And what we can do is even be a bit more efficient and do something like this. And I wonder, look at this, that looks good, huh? Oh no, wait, now not every case returns something, so we are kind of in the same spot as we were before. Yeah. Okay, no, forget that. Let's just clone it. Voila. And now star show, this is something we don't need anymore as a static. Because we don't work with borrows anymore. We only use statics if we want to work with borrows, otherwise that's not a requirement. So that's show now. And we are done. And now we have solved our issues without, I think, any performance problem, because actually we might be faster now because we clone that thing instead of going through a pointer. Mapping flow. Good. Oh, wait. Mapping block. So that's what we have. Key 2. This is what we want. So is this new? I think this might be new now. This kind of issue. Let's see. I hope I still am at the line that is that sequence flow we were looking at actually. Now we are at line 140. Oh, now this doesn't work anymore. Damn it. Okay, so I broke it. That's good. It's good that we know that we broke it. Okay, so if we are... That's weird. We are in sequence mode. Ah, it's greater than 0. Our logic is flawed. So that is that. So now we should get further. Mapping flow. Wow, I see that one thing is now working. Mapping sequence flow is now working. That's cool. Nice. 23 minutes in. So we did something well. And what else could I test? We could hide null entries. But this is also tested later. I think what I would want is invert this. So I have a mapping in block mode. Mapping block. But mapping block, I currently do not... Yeah, actually I do implement this. Dual optional key. Value. So that just takes a... You know, if this one would take a list, then we would be good. Because then I could invert this and say, well, we have a block mode mapping. Yeah. Then we have a block mode mapping, but an empty list there. Let's try that. So there is in, and then we have the dual opt key, and this will now be a vector of stuff. Like that. Cool. Now if we make test, this will be rebuilt. This should still work to that same point, because in terms of null handling and optionals, nothing changes. Yep, mapping flow is still failing at the same spot, because we should hide entries entirely here, which we currently just cannot do. as we have to kind of omit stuff in the process. So, but I said that already. Let's have another test case where we set key 1 to something which is maybe a vec of 1, 2, 3. And this shall be none instead, because it doesn't really matter. So now I want to set the options here, or set the sequence details style to structure style flow. Right, so this kind of shows that the null value will be hidden here, but it will still be shown elsewhere. So what do we expect? Key 2 is hidden and block mode, and key 1 is there but flow mode, and that's 1, 2, 3. And maybe we do it like that. I think we spaced this out a bit. Yeah, so that's something along the lines that I would expect. Let's see. Make test is something I wouldn't have needed here. Let's go back to this one. All right. Oh yeah, it wants to have a sum here, of course. Like this. I think it's awesome. 179. No, wait. We are 104. Damn it. We failed beforehand. Mapping block. We don't even get there. 104. We failed at the first one. Is this new that we failed there? I think that's new. There was a time when we got further. So there's a space now. Oh, there's also a space here, so this shouldn't be happening. I thought. Just because the spaces we only do, so that's part of the encode scalar, right? So if we write a key here, okay, where is it? Yeah, if you have a map element, then we first write a mapping key. And the space, wait, I think this, damn it. I think we just don't implement this correctly right now. Encode scalar. Yeah, so we know that we are serializing a mapping key. That's good. And that we are currently doing it. That's a thing. That's really important. So we know that thanks to our stack, we now definitely know that we are in a mapping structure. But also we know that there's additional information that we are currently dealing with the key. And this is important later when we want to optimize our encode scalar call to not treat fields the same way regarding the escaping and folding as it treats standard values, right? Because we know stuff about fields. So what? What now? map. I think that is special. Visit map element. I think that is the stuff that is called first structure element. Yeah, so here it happens that we put the space. Yeah. What do I have here? It seems I forgot to commit something. Okay, first we have the vector, right? That's okay. But that, yeah, the vector and the null style is fixed. So that's already an improvement that we probably want to deal with now. Also added a test to verify null handling in nested flow sequences. Skip CI. And now, what's this? Stack to keep to know current structure kind. This is currently only used to handle null value hiding properly, yet we may use it, but may become useful later during when handling indentation. Like that. I think that's pretty much what we did. Not much more. That's very nice. 30 minutes in. Could call it a session. Why not? Because the next thing, yeah, I don't know. It might be more complicated. Let's just stop it here. Usually I have like sessions that are 1 hour 20, 1 hour 30 even. So before that happens, let's better cut it here. That's a safe range. 30 to 40 minutes is a good thing. So thanks for watching and have a good day.